What's up, guys? XBell Games here, and this is the second part to my two-part series called Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Rants and Raves. And basically what I'd like to talk about this half of the series is lag compensation, exosuits, guns, and maybe some other stuff if I get to it. So, like I said, first things first, lag compensation. In this game, it's very different than it has been from any other game. In this game, it goes a very odd route with the lag compensation. In Modern Warfare 3, the lag compensation sorta messed with the host, and it brought everybody's internet to the same level. Well, it does that in this game, just in a different way. In this game, instead of everybody jerking and moving around in different places really quickly, and sorry if my mic made a weird noise right there, I was moving my arm because I speak with my hands. Instead of everyone moving and jerking around to like different places randomly, what happens is the frame rate drops. Basically, if you watched my first video, you'll notice that the frame rate drops dramatically because I was host and I had bad internet, along with everyone else having bad internet, so they were sucking away from my internet. Everyone was dropping frames, and so was I. Now, I played a game on this map, and it was basically just a really bad host, and they were sucking it up on their internet, and I dropped frames a dramatic amount. It probably dropped to about 15 frames a second, if not 14, and it was unbearable to play. And sometimes it would just freeze, and you'd stand there, and everybody would catch up at the same time. But it wouldn't be like you were moving around quickly. You would just, I don't know, stop and then start back again. Like, it would keep you going where you were the first time, and everybody would do that at the same time. So it wasn't like someone had an advantage, the other person didn't. And that is pretty much how the lag compensation works. To my knowledge, that's what it seemed like. And if I'm wrong, then I'll probably make a video about it later, and hopefully they've set it a way that everybody can use it. And that's what it seems like now, is even if you have bad internet, you're still able to play the game. Yesterday I was playing on internet that was 100 megabits down and 10 up, if not 20 up, and even then, like, that was when I had the frames drop on this map. It's just his internet was bad and it dropped the frames. So the second thing I wanted to talk about, I did talk about briefly in my last video, is the exosuit. The exosuit is a tool that I enjoy using, but only the movements of it. There are lots of things that come with the exosuit. The Pick 13 system is very nice, and I'm going to make a video about that soon also. But the exosuit's movement is nice. What I'm doing right now is the double jumping and then the in-air motion forward is quite nice, instead of having to run around the map and not being able to play the game properly simply because it takes too much time to get to the other players. And this really does make this a speedy, competitive game versus all the other games that we've seen made from Activision, or just Call of Duty in general. Because I know that Activision has made some pretty quick games, and Destiny seems like it's a lot like this too. It's just a quick-paced game and a very competitive game, and Activision has done a very well job in creating both of these games. Not that I've played Destiny much, but from what I've seen of it, looks very nice. So, a little further in detail about the things I don't like about the exosuit are all the abilities. Some people use these abilities and they are perfectly fine to use. I'm not saying that they're terrible to use. I'm saying that I don't need them and I don't use them, and I average, on good internet, I average around 3,000 to 4,000 points a game. Actually, it's around 3,000 to 5,000 points a game. But that's in kill confirmed. So you don't need all of the exosuit abilities to play the game properly. You don't need to have all of those. You can actually use the Bombarder, I think, perk, or the Bombarder wild card, and it switches out the exosuit ability for more tacticals and primary grenades, or whatever you want to call it. And honestly, right now you can see on the screen that I have the threat grenade. Well, I use the threat grenade simply because it shows enemies, and that's the only thing I really need to use. So I really just don't have any need for any of the exosuit abilities, and therefore I don't use them. And that's my thoughts on the exosuit. Basically, I like the movement, but I really don't care much for all the abilities. Yeah, they've got invisibility, but you can still see the players. The only thing is, I feel like if you're moving quickly, sometimes you don't catch the other players that are also moving and they're invisible. I'm so sorry for the dog barking in the background. I can't shut her up, but what are you going to do? So, next thing, like I said, is guns and attachments. So, the only true thing I don't like about these guns is that not all of them have the fast mag, and there's no quick reload for a perk. There's no way to quick reload on some of the guns that you have. Like this gun right here, the I think it's BAL 27. I think that's what it's called. You have no way to quickly reload, as far as I know. And I'm prestige. I'm first prestige level 40, so I've not looked at everything. But the guns seem very balanced for the exosuit abilities, and I like that in every class it shows what the top rank, like how it's top ranked in its class. And all the guns have a top rank in some way, and I'm guessing that's how they made the guns. Is they tried to give everything at least one top rank in their class, instead of having very unbalanced guns with just a sucky everything on it. And I do enjoy all the attachments that they've given us. It's very much more diverse than any other game, and I enjoy all that. So Call of Duty has done a very good job. Activision has done a very good job, and that is pretty much all the thoughts I have for this game. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.